Yo, it works. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Holy crap, it's Wednesday already. These days are flying through. Hey, wanted to hop on here in the office, and I want to go over some of the details of the Crappie, the Cray Cares Crappie Benefit Championship. A lot of championship. There we go. Not championship. Like, we're not going to give a championship away. This is a tournament. Just making that clear. All right. All right, let's share this screen here. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, we're going to go over some details of this. Many of you have questions. Rick, what is this all about? What do I do? How do I get involved? I thought it ended yesterday. I've heard a lot of stuff. To say the least, we're going to go over all the details together so that we know what this is about and what we're doing here. So, first off, this is a tournament. This is our first ever tournament hosted completely by Cray, us. If you're new to Cray, we're an artificial lure manufacturer, but a big part of what we do is called Cray Cares. Cray Cares is a foundation that we started where we supply baits, predominantly baits, like little sample packs, little kits for kids, and teach them how to fish. We'll show up too. We have a lot of local events here around the Ohio, and we have a bunch of our pro staffers that are involved nationwide that help facilitate kids events all over the globe. That sounds big. We actually, last year we've given away I think it was 300,000 packs. This year we're hoping for 1 million. So we're seeing how it goes. But nevertheless, it's a big help. Not only do we help support clubs for kids or like events for kids, but we also help support crappie clubs, benefit tournaments. So if any of you have that interest, man, we have that available. We can give baskets away. We've our average basket value is retails for $100. This year alone, I bet through Cray Cares program, we've probably given away easily 100. So this could be, hey, Uncle Todd unfortunately passed away from a motorcycle accident. We're going to be doing a benefit for him, and we need a basket to raffle off for his wife or whatever. We're happy to help any way we can with the packs. But nevertheless, that is what Cray Cares is. I'm going to show you here briefly on the website. Excuse me. The very first link, for a reason, I try to keep that our primary focus. So we're not just a business about money, although that pays the light bills, and obviously we need that to survive. We need to sell product to keep this baby cooking. It's more than that for us. So we try to get involved as much as we can in our community and try to give back. So this is a form. If for whatever reason you guys have an interest in either requesting something from Cray Cares, or you're doing a kids event or youth event, or if you're doing a benefit, or if you're involved in a club, we're happy to help. This is how you do it. You go to Cray Cares first link, you fill out this form for us, let us know a little bit of details about your need, and then submit that application. And I'm happy to say that we have never said no. I think, actually, I take that back. I think one time we've said no because the guy wanted it like the next day, and he was like in Texas. So it was just not possible. But nevertheless, if you click this little heart thing, this is just a fraction of some of the clubs and some of the events that have logos. Many of these events don't have logos. So these are just some, and they're, look, Texas, and we have some in California. I mean, these are all over, both in Ohio and surrounding states, Kentucky. We have a pretty good stretch with this. So it's fun. This is the most exciting part of this business venture for me. I have a lot of fun with it. The problem, though, is, as you can imagine, it costs money. So as much as we like to say yes and have said yes, a lot of times we're taking it out of business profits or even my own back pocket to make it possible, which is okay right now. Cheers. But we're looking for creative ways on how we can generate some funds for this. And so one of the ways that we thought is coming up with some like tournaments. Maybe we do like 2 or 3 throughout the year. This is our first ever. Let's go through it. It's the last link on the webpage, and it'll give you all the details of the first annual 2024 Ohio Crappie Benefit Championship. Now, I'm going to go over the flyer first, and then I'm going to go through every itty-bitty detail of this. And if you guys have any questions, please comment below and let me know what you think. If you have, by the way, if you're in here, I see some people in here. Would you let me know if the audio is coming through? I would hate to continue talking. I've had some audio issues in the past. I want to make sure that everything's kosher before we proceed. While you're doing that, scrolling through here, 2024 Crappie Benefit Championship, you'll see in big chartreuse letters, 70% payout and trophy. Chase, Ski, thank you guys. Appreciate that, man. Thank you for the feedback. Keith, thank you, sir. All right, so 70% payout. Let me, and trophy, the little text there says and trophy. So let me elaborate on that. 60% of the money that we collect is going to go for biggest crappie, and we'll get into the details of this as we scroll down. Biggest crappie by length. 10% of the payout, which is the additional 10% we need to make that 70% payout, it is going to the smallest crappie by length. So a little fun little twist on it. Now we're going to play into that too. We have 2 trophies that we're handing out, both for the big and the small, and we're going to play into that. The small trophy is a small one. The big one's a nice one. Now where, Rick? Whoa! You mean 30% of this is going somewhere? I knew you were trying to make money on this. Well, yeah, that's what this is. This is a benefit for our Cray Cares program. So this is kind of like a fundraiser at the same time to help propel some of our efforts for these events that we do nationwide. So 30% minus the fees, benefits the Cray Cares program. And that's when we provide the baits and education for youth fishing events and some of the things that I covered earlier. Now, 30% minus fees. What's this fees thing, Rick? I knew you were trying to add a little administrative fee for your own Norca soda fund or Celsius fund. No, I'm just kidding. No, the fees that we're talking about is Fish Donkey. Now, what the heck is Fish Donkey? We're going to cover that in a bit. All right, scroll on down. Entry fee, $40, and it's going to pay out for the largest and smallest. We covered that. We have weekly prizes also. So every week, the largest crappie by length is going to get excuse me, a weekly prize. Now, we have some pretty significant prizes. We have Miller Tech headlamps that are $80 value. These aren't just like $5 gifts here and there. These are real nice prizes. Alexa, stop. Sorry, it's got my, it's time to open the store. All right. Next, you'll notice there on the little flyer, it says $100 gift card if caught on Cray. So part of the submitting a catch is you're going to be taking photos of the fish. If you take a photo of the fish with the bait in the mouth and it's a Cray bait and you win the big prize, you're getting a $100 gift card to our store. Now that works online and in store here. Okay, so we have some sponsors. Cray, of course, Norca, Midwest Crappie Alliance. Shout out to those guys. Miller Tech, Double Seat, Ravenna Marine, B&M Fishing, Striker, The Live Scanner, Solar Bat, Mike's One Eye Rooster Rub, and Finn's Fishing Braid. Thanks to those folks for making everything we do possible when it comes to the multimedia stuff. Now, you'll notice in big chartreuse letters on the bottom here, register by August 15th. Okay, today's the 14th. That means we got today and tomorrow. So you're going to want to hurry because the contest starts on the 16th, 2 days away at midnight. And it ends September 15th. So that's roughly 1 month away. So we're doing a 1 month, for lack of better terms, contest. This is a tournament. Now, how do I, well, first off, where can I fish, Rick? Where is this at? Do I need to drive to a lake? Where's this at? This is any public Ohio body of water. Now, I'm sorry, folks, those that are from the distance, I sincerely apologize. We're going to work out all the details on how we can include others. But obviously, if you're in Texas where you're catching 4-pound crappie every other cast, that's an exaggeration maybe. it's not going to really be fair for Ohio folks or Midwest boys that kind of have a 3-pound crappie, and we're mounting it on the wall and worshiping the thing for 3 years. You know what I mean? So we'll figure out how to include other states at a later time. Today, this tournament, first annual, is for Ohio. So any Ohio public, you'll see public. Now, no ponds, no strip ponds, no grandma's secret, bass that she has in the tank, nothing like that. No bass, crappie, I meant, in the tank. Now, we included Ohio River, Lake Erie, and Pymatuning because those are bordering. We specified that because they're bordering other states. We're including those bodies of water that are public. Okay, how to join. Here's how to join. You're going to download an app. So you need to be a smartphone user. You got to download the app, fishdonkey.com/app. If you're on our website and you click that Tourney tab, you can actually click that and it will take you to this page that we're going over right now. And then you can click this Fish Donkey app. It will load a screen. It's available for the Apple Store and the Android Store. It's an application. Now, when you open that app and you sign up for an account, it's very simple. You've done it before a million times with other apps. Tap Fish in a Tournament. There's a little search thing there. It says Fish in a Tournament, and search for our tournaments. You're going to see a bunch of them there that you can also join. So there might be, just throwing this out there, there might be some other tournaments that you can participate in at the same time with this app. It's a really cool app. It's really cool. But search for us, nevertheless. Ohio Cast Cray Cares Crappie Championship. You'll see it there. You pay for your entry fees, and then it will get you into the tournament. Now, we have also a link here in blue underline, and it says download a tip sheet. And this is going to show you kind of like an overview. You ever get like a piece of electronics in the mail, and you just bought that brand new VCR, and I'm taking us back now, y'all. And you got that quick start guide right at the middle. If you're anything like me, a lazy bum, when it comes to reading stuff, you can get that quick start guide, and it'll kind of walk you through every detail you need to know without intricacy. And this is exactly how it works. So it'll show you how to, practice. You can actually practice or do mock submissions on there. It's very simple. The app is it's very easy to use. It has a digital live well. So Rick, here's something I want to cover too, and we'll go over this later on. If I'm out in BFE and I'm catching this beautiful crappie, and man, I don't have a cell phone reception. What the heck do I do? Well, the cool thing about this app is it has a digital live well. So you can actually submit the catch to your app, and when you get a connection, it'll submit it to us so we can approve that. And we'll go through that. But there's how to enter a fish on here, what required photos you're needing to take, and all that. So and the no internet section that you see there is what we just covered. Okay, any questions you guys have, chime on in, and I'm going to answer them. I just noticed one from Tom that he did earlier. He said, is this a catch and release tournament? It is, yes. Matter of fact, as part of the submission video, when you submit a fish, again, it's all really easy on that app. It's going to guide you through what pictures you need. Take a picture of the whole thing on a bump board. Take it this way. And then it has a release video. So you're going to want to take a video. And again, it's all in the app. You press it. It activates your camera. You hold it and you release the thing. And it shows us that you've released a fish. And now that qualifies as a catch. So yes, it is a catch and release tournament, Tom. Eric's got lots of lead. If you need lead for the cheaters, right there, Eric's got. We'll get into that too here in a little bit, Eric. There also is a video. There's some really cool tips and tricks here. We got a 1-minute tutorial video on how to enter a fish. We have if the digital live well reads not received, what do you do? Maybe some FAQ stuff on that. Watch a 1-minute video on how to measure the fish too. So now, scrolling on down here, we're going to cover everything. You can test the app ahead of time. So download the app, join, practice. There's a little link there, and you can go ahead and you can practice and play along right there on the app. So play around with it before you get into it, if you don't mind. All right, here we go. Tournament overview info. Welcome to our fishing tournament. This will be a benefit tournament paying out 70% Tourney winning anglers. We cover this. Wow, anglers. We covered some of this stuff, but I'm going to recap. 60% largest overall by length, 10% smallest by length, 30% minus the fish donkey fees will benefit Cray Cares. So they charge us a service fee for this, providing this application. And so any service fees that come out of that will benefit Cray Cares minus the fees. Providing baits and education providing baits and education to kids fishing events nationwide. Again, it's not just like that. I should specify more events as well, club events and all that. Both largest and crappie champions will receive a trophy. Cash and weekly prizes will be given to the top positions of each leaderboard with the cash amounts and number of winning entries to be determined. Cool. All fish entered in the tournament will be photographed, measured, and recorded through the app, Fish Donkey app. And there's another link there, how to enter a fish right there. We also provided another link. This is the second one on the same page, how to properly measure a fish. We're trying to make it easy for y'all. Leaderboards will update throughout the contest, so check the app to follow the tournament progress. So if you hold the first place spot for the week, you can go back to your app and you'll see if Joe Blow from Kokomo beat you out, or if you're still holding that top position for the week to get that weekly prize. Pretty cool. The largest crappie measured by length will be the winning fish. Awards are presented on the basis of length and verified by the tournament judge is. It says judge is. I'm the tournament judge. By the way, just to make it clear, I am not participating in this event. That's not cool. So I'm not going to judge your fish while I'm not trying to beat you. That's not the case. So this is your guys' contest. I am just helping facilitate it. Cheers. The official rules can be found on the Fish Donkey app as well. Have fun and fish on Cray. Okay, here's the rules and regulation info. Angler responsibility. Read the rules. Make sure you understand it. We're going to go over it here together. I'm going to walk you through it again. If you have any questions, go ahead and chime in. Every angler is responsible for checking the digital live well at the end of the day to make sure all of their fish submissions have been received. So you're going to get a status update. If you have that digital live well and you're out in BFE and you caught that 900-pound crappie and you took photos of it and you have it submitted, it's up to you to make sure that that is received by the end of the day when you get it. So don't call Rick, me, and say, hey, man, for some reason, it's your fault that this didn't work. I knew it. No, it's your responsibility. Tap on the digital live well fish icon. You'll need a minimum of 2 bars of service or a strong Wi-Fi to get that submitted. If any entries have a message that reads not received, leave the screen open until all the fish read received to the leaderboard. If you cannot get your entry to say received, try this little tutorial link. And this is kind of like all this is going to be either in the app, and it also will always, during the duration of this tournament, stay on our webpage as well. All right. And by the way, reading through, it's just like, again, back to the VCR analogy. You get that new piece of electronic, you get the quick start guide. You also get a Bible of information. This is kind of that Bible of information. It's important, but at the same time, it's going to make it sound a lot more it's going to make it sound a lot harder than it really is. With a VCR thing, which is crazy analogy, by the way, you just plug it in the wall, you turn the thing on, and it's ready to rock, right? So that's basically how this is. So don't get overwhelmed by all the details. We're just going through it today. Fish Donkey app, all registration and payment must be completed using the app. So we're not collecting payments or registration here in person or any other resource. The Fish Donkey app will be used to photo document and generate live leaderboards. The leaderboards will update throughout the event as the fish are submitted. All entries will be considered unofficial until it is verified. So when you submit your catch, I get on there and I verify that I received the catch. So just make sure that by the end of the day, your catch has been received. If not, then you can contact me, and my details are on the app as well, where you can contact me and say, hey, what the crap. All right, measuring and photo documenting. All photos must be taken through the Fish Donkey app, and measurements must be on a valid measuring board. What the heck is a valid measuring board? Can that be a ruler, a paint stick that I got for free at Lowe's? No. Can that be a ruler that grandma gave me, or a measuring tape that I got from Harbor Freight? No. It's got to be a 90-degree bump board and a mass-produced one, not one homemade. So it has to be, and we'll go through the details. Actually, I'll keep reading on, and you'll see. Fish should be recorded immediately, and measurements noted by length. All submissions must include 2 photographs: a pic of you holding the fish and a pic of you on the measuring board. 1 video is also required. So you got 2 pictures to submit the fish: one of you holding the fish, one of it on the bump board, clear, not covering your hands, not covering the. You got to make it clear, mouth closed, and the tail pinched. Video is released of the video going back in the water. You're proving that the fish is alive and that it swims away. So this is a catch and release tournament. You need to release the fish swimming. If you're concerned about if you clip the gill plate, for example, or something, and the thing's bleeding all over the place, you're going to want to get the thing in the water as soon as possible, because we need to see it swim away to make it a valid catch. Even if it's going to croak, that's up to you. You got to discern whether or not that's a wise, respectable decision to release it. But if I were you, if it was me, I'd probably just release it as fast as possible and hope to God that it survives long term, for the fish's sake. When measuring, close the fish's mouth. The nose must touch the bump board of the measuring board, the belly facing you. Not the fish upside down, the belly's facing you. The photo needs to include the entire fish on the board. Don't put your fingers under or the fish or in the gills. The tip of the tail must touch the board, not lifted. Do not stretch or compress the fish. So don't put like a hook, a bungee cord in there and try to stretch him out. That's a joke, kind of. I'm sure someone's done that. That's crazy. If the fish tail is touching the graduated line on the board, it's not an exact measurement. If the tail crosses the graduated line, we round up to 1/4 inch. Okay, check the digital live well. All participants must have their fish submitted and received by the end of the tournament. So if you don't have a fish and it doesn't say that fish that you submitted is submitted and received, then contact us and we'll figure it out together. Entries with an open mouth will receive a deduction penalty of 1 inch. So if you submit a nice catch and the mouth of that crappie is wide open, we're going to deduct you 1 inch. An open mouth can extend the length of the fish. That's why. If the fish was caught with a cast cray, please include a photo with the bait in the mouth in order to qualify for that $100 gift card. So that's if you're catching with Bobby Garland or Crappie Monster or any others, don't worry about that picture. But if you want to qualify for that $100 and you have the largest fish, you have a good qualifying fish, make sure that you take a picture of the bait in the mouth also, so that you can qualify for that $100 gift card at the end of the tourney. If you win, you get $100 to spend at old Cast Cray Outdoors. All right, here we go. We covered this earlier, but go ahead and practice the Fish Donkey app ahead of time. You can watch the tutorial. It's only 1 minute long. You download the app, you press practice entering a fish, and we also give you another video there. Again, this is the 3rd time on the page, how to measure the fish. Again, very simple. Check it out. Fish Donkey in poor reception area. The app will work without the internet. Open the app before heading out to poorly covered areas, however. Tap on the name of the tourney, and that's all it takes. So before you go fishing, make sure that the application is loaded and you're in that tournament, our tournament, and you're ready to rock. The fish should be entered as normal. Fish should be entered as normal in bad reception areas through the bottom button, enter a fish. Your digital live well fish icon will show you if there's fish waiting for an internet connection to get pushed to the leaderboard. So it's going to tell you everything right there. When you get back to the well-connected area, open your digital live well, leave the screen open, and you'll see it kind of bing, received. Now we got it. If your pictures are missing from the leaderboard, this is what you need to do. Until your pictures are received, do not delete or alter the photos on your phone, as the software will not accept your photos as originals. So if for whatever reason it did not submit, in other words, you're in a bad reception area, you took your photos, and you're in a better reception area, you're at home now, and it's bing, and it received. If you go into the leaderboard and your photos are not showing up, give it some time. It'll load through. If it still doesn't show up, contact us. We'll figure it out together. But don't email pictures or anything like that. That won't work. Missing pictures on the leaderboard. Open your digital live well. When you get back to an area with good reception, leave the screen open until all fish are received. Never delete anything from your digital live well. basically what I just said. Measuring boards. All measuring devices must be commercially made. So I will say that Rapala makes a really good one. Today's brought to you by Norca. If you got any others that those that are watching back, if you have any other suggestions on some affordable measuring bump boards with that 90-degree fence that is massively commercially made, feel free to share that up. But I'll give you some that I found that are very affordable. Rapala makes one. Walmart has one through their Ozark Trail line, and I want to say the Walmart ones are like $9, $8-9 for a 22-inch board. You're required to have a board with a 90-degree bend, which marks 0 and at least quarter-inch line increments. No handmade measure board stickers or tape measures allowed. So our Cropster ruler, DQ, doesn't work. No sliding, retractable, or folding measure boards are allowed unless approved by the tournament director. Excuse me. So the Rapala one that folds in half is not ideal. You want something that's stationary. If your measurement is not clearly readable in your submission photo, it may not be accepted or be penalized. So again, if we can't read it, we want to make it fair, and we don't want to make it hard on y'all. We want to make this fun, but we want to make it fair at the same time. It's your responsibility, if you're in this tournament, to make sure that it's a clear photo so I can see it. If it's not, then you might be deducted an inch, or it might not even be accepted, because how can I properly be fair to everyone else? This is kind of like 101, but how can it be fair to anyone else if it's just a blurry photo that I can't see? All right, tournament director. I'm your tournament director, it says. If you need to reach your director, the contact info is on the little eye icon on the app. And again, it's going to be very plain Jane, easy to understand. You'll see it right there. The interpretation and enforcement of the rules is the sole discretion of me. The tournament director may change the rules or impose sanctions as they deem appropriate, including but not limiting to DQs, disqualifications, forfeiture of prizes, and prohibition from competing in future tournaments. If this is part of this that kind of like is a little nerve-wracking for me. I want this to be fun, but at the same time, I just don't want to like produce some sort of animosity towards our brand or our business just because we're trying to do what's best for the for most. So if you're putting yourself in a position where either you're being a douchebag, which I would hope any of our followers would not be, or you're putting yourself in a position that's kind of like up in the air, we're going to make the best decision that benefits and is fair to most. So please don't be mad at me or the brand as a result of that. We're just trying to have fun and generate some funds for our efforts here. All decisions made by the tournament director are final. Okay. Sportsmanship. All participants are expected to follow high standards of sportsmanship, courtesy, safety, and conservation. Any participant who displays poor sportsmanship, violates the rules, or brings unfavorable publicity to the sport of fishing could be disqualified. Encroachment is considered a sportsmanship rule. All right. That goes unsaid. This is easy stuff. We learned this in sports in high school, right? Body of water. Participants must fish in the area specified for the event. Again, any body of water in Ohio that's public, including Lake Erie, Ohio River, and Pymatuning Lake. Fishing has to be legal and in public waters only. No private ponds, streams, lakes, or rivers. Participants may fish in any water that is open to public. Again, very plain Jane. Inclement weather or cancellation. Keep your phones on throughout the tournament in order to receive communication from the director in any event of postponement or cancellation. Due to the nature of tournament fishing, no refunds will be issued. So no refunds here. Sorry, folks. Again, it's a benefit. It's a 1-month tournament. A lot of folks use this application and this template for 1-day events. This is a 1 month, so there will not be any inclement weather or cancellation unless for some reason Ohio breaks off and starts floating into the ocean, which is going to be next to impossible. Possible, but we'll be in deeper doo-doo if that happens. Tiebreakers. To determine a winner of the in the event of a tie, the angler who registered first for the tournament will be determined the winner. So it benefits to get in first, y'all. If you logged into the tournament and you're you signed up first, guess what? Early bird gets the worm. All right. Claiming prizes, ensure that your correct address, email, mobile number appear on your app profile for prize announcements and delivery. So make sure that that's all right. If we send out prizes or ship them out and it's the wrong address, then you might be subject to some sort of shipping cost. You know what I mean? Just make sure it's all proper. Prizes are the responsibility of the winners. Transportation, taxes, incidental, other responsibility of the winner. Yeah, there's not going to be any tax, I don't think, with any of this. Any winning, it depends. I think the state of Ohio allows up to $650 or something of non-taxable income. That includes stuff on Facebook and all that. So that'll be your responsibility to track all that. But nevertheless, from the terms and conditions, you've agreed to the following. Fish Donkey makes no representations or warranty regarding the service or quality, features, conditions, rules, prizes, results, or aspects of any tournament organized through or hosted in the site, which is Ohio. As between Fish Donkey and the tournament organizer is sole responsible for the results and consequences of the tournament they organize and host using the site and services. This is basically Fish Donkey saying, hey, we don't want to be liable if something goes down. As stated above, the Fish Donkey is not in any way responsible, but if you believe there's a problem with the tournament director, or if anything seems suspicious, such as not paying out the funds or prizes, please contact Fish Donkey. Let them know ASAP. If we're not doing our job right, which obviously I hope you guys would know me by now. If I'm not doing my job right and you feel at any way weird, contact Fish Donkey and they'll kick us off the app, basically. Laws and regulations, all federal, state, local laws, and all fishing and boating rules must be abided by, obviously. Failure to comply with any tournament rules are subject to participants to DQs, disqualifications, obviously, and removal from the competition as determined by the tournament officials, me. The right to refuse sale or revoke competition ticket to anyone is hereby reserved. I don't have any grudges or anything like that. So if you want to participate in this, man, come on. Eric, thank you, man. Sounds like a great event. Yes, sir. Yeah, get into it. If you're in Ohio, man, come on in. Tom Ritchie, fishing the Ohio River only in Ohio waters or where the Ohio fishing license is allowed, some West Virginia waters. As if your Ohio fishing license qualifies for the event, then that will be fine. So if you're on the West Virginia side and you're abiding by the rules, then that's fine. Yeah. If you're fishing the Ohio River with an Ohio license and it's legal, you're good. Good question. Cheating. All protests must be brought to the director's attention before the end of the event. If you see somebody with a crab trap or taking their pet foinky crappie out of a tank and or whatever weirdness in cheating, you can bring that protest to me and we'll investigate. Anyone caught breaking the law or disobeying the rules will be disqualified. Fish must be hooked and caught live in a conventional manner through the mouth, and not be snagged, netted, or speared, stretch net, cast net, lift nets, nothing like that. Obviously hooked mouth with the bait. Participants may be required to take a polygraph exam as a part of the tournament require. If deception is detected or the participant refuses to take the exam, the prize will be forfeited and the participant will be disqualified. Anglers taking a polygraph examination may be responsible for any and all costs incurred. At the end of this event, you may be required to take a polygraph exam. If you fail to want to do it, then it's going to be a DQ. If you, Okay, I think that's pretty plain Jane. Safety. Participants are responsible for their own safety actions and property at all times. So we're not held liable if your boat sinks or whatever, God forbid, during this event. If there's any questions about the rules, please ask me. Just reach out. It's on the app. There you go. We ran through everything. It's so simple. I know that was a lot to go through or seems like a lot, but at the end of the day, it's very, very simple. You need a bump board. You need $40 in your fees through Fish Donkey. You go to the Fish Donkey app by clicking the link on our website. You click Fish in a Tournament. You search for ours. You get all your information loaded in there that you already know. Practice submitting a couple catches in 2 days. The tournament's on. You got 2 days to register, y'all, today and tomorrow. So the tournament's not over on August 15th. That is just the registration deadline. So get registered ASAP. We haven't even started yet. By the way, we may do like a post on Facebook. Hey, congratulations to John Smith for winning the tournament. You're not going to be like brought up on a stage. No, like, a lot of folks are intimidated by that, as I was, believe it or not, back in the day. And we're not going to like put you on the spot. This is just all for fun, y'all, and a way to like generate some funds for our efforts. So now I also had some folks reach out and say, listen, I'm not much of a crappie tournament dude, but I would like to contribute to the effort. Can I make just a $40 donation or whatever donation to your efforts? Yes, that's always obviously accepted, and we're happy to accept those, and that helps tremendously. So if you want to do that, I have cash apps and all that, and different. I could even send you, like an invoice with no tax on it, and we can go through that together. But that would be appreciated as well. Is what I'm getting to. All right, JNS. Yo, what's up, man? Good morning. What's up, y'all? How you doing? Tom has a little bit of a testimonial here for y'all. He says the fish donkey tournaments are laid back, a lot of fun. Looking forward to getting started. Awesome, Tom. Yeah, Tom and I haven't looked today yet at the recent participant list, but if you're not in there, man, you're going to want to get in today or tomorrow. If I were you, I'd get in ASAP if you can. It should be a lot of fun. Again, we're new at this, so we're going to learn our way through it together. But the Fish Donkey app makes it very, very easy for us. And it's been a really cool resource. And their team over there is spectacular. So, all right, y'all. If you have any additional questions, if you're watching this back and you have any questions, please comment those below. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, you should have like a comment section that you can tap into and ask any questions that you might have. And if you're looking to sign up, this is how you can get the information that we just went over. The link for that app is right there. You can also go to your app store and just download or just search up Fish Donkey. And then once you get it, you just follow those directions on the website to get in it. So I think, let me look at right now here. Let me see how many we currently have. So I want to say we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I think that 2 more have agreed to do. So far we got 12 folks in. So far this has not been as big as we'd like, to be honest with you. But if you know anyone that would have an interest in getting in this, man, please tell them about it. We're hoping for at least 20. So it would be awesome to double that number in the next 2 days. Hopefully we can make that happen. If not, we're going to keep going. So already though, if my math serves me well, even at 10, that's $400 and a 60% payout is what? Help me. Is that 400 times 0.4? No, that's 400 times 0.6. So $240. So not bad. Not bad. All in good fun, hoping to get 20. Let's double the numbers. Share it up with your buddies, your club members. If you're involved in any like Facebook groups, get them involved, man. That would help us out. And let's make this a cool, fun event. All right, y'all. Well, listen, I'm here at the store all day today. If you guys want to stop by, I'm here by myself. I got to get this store open, as a matter of fact. There's the store. If you're local in Ohio region, you want to stop by, I'll be here. Reminder also that waxies are on sale. We're doing a big feature on bluegill right now. So if you go under Crappie soft plastics, these are great for crappie. They're also great for bluegill. You can scroll on down and get our natural waxies. You can get these babies for $4.79 a can right now, which is sick. I fish these with our 1/64 ounce teardrops, and you can get those on there as well. So I appreciate you guys. That's enough from me. I'm going to get off here. I hope you have an awesome day. Happy Wednesday. Make it a good one. I'm going to try to do the same. I got videos to edit, and you'll be seeing some emails here from me later on, hopefully. Appreciate you guys. I'm out of here. As soon as I press this little button over here and scroll down and click this, and then scroll back down and click this thing. See you guys.